Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 36 of Psycho's Platters. Different hodgepodge today, and believe it or not, I found all of these things in 24 hours or less. That's how quick I found these finds today. Several different dirt malls and resale shops combined. I found some interesting treasures. I'm going to save the last curio thing for the last, because this just amazed me. I'm sorry. But let me talk really quick here. I was stoked. I was waiting for 4 months. The Monkees concert happened on Saturday. Yes, I know, I'm such a geek. The Monkees and the Beatles are my favorite two bands of all time. They are. I love lots of bands, but the Monkees and the Beatles have always been king, at least in my musical loves and collections and connections, for that matter. I was such a geek that I went about 3 hours, 3 to 3.5 hours before the show started, something like that. Did Paul get any autographs? Sadly, no. Not from the guys. From what I gathered here, they all had separate tour buses. I mean, they had crew and band in each of the buses, it seemed like. So, and there was, I'm not kidding you, it never got more than 15 people waiting in the back of the venue. Okay, that wasn't too bad. It really wasn't. I got to meet a lot of new people, and I know I was goofy. I was the only guy there for the longest time. What did Paul get out of all of it? Well, other than an enjoyment of a beautiful 30-song, 90-minute show, maybe it was close to 2 hours, fueled by coffee. If you've never been to Tulsa, Brady Theater is a 2,300-seat place. Go there. It'll be 100 years old next year. It's a really interesting building. There is not a bad seat in the house. It was sold out. But let's see, what was it? The closest thing I got to was I did get a personal wave from Mike, because nobody else noticed him yet. So when I waved to him, I knew it was to me, and that was cool. And then I actually had the pleasure of talking to his daughter, Jessica Nesmith, who was like assistant to the tour coordinator. She was a really nice girl. And then I got to talk to Mike's son, Christian Nesmith, who was one of the tour guitarists. And he's actually pretty good, too. He got to play a couple solos here and there. But the whole thing was beautiful. Now, I know this is self-promotion, but I don't care. I recorded 90% of the Monkees concert. Now, I thought I was going to be 6th row center. I screwed up. It was my fault. And the seating chart for this place is not really that good. But I really was 4th row balcony. Okay, so if you do go on to see on the Psycho DJ 67 channel, or just type in Monkees Tulsa, August 3rd, 13. I posted the first 3 songs for the moment. Like I said, I got 90% of the show. I only missed the last tune and the 2 encores, but everything else I got. So, I mean, the visuals may not necessarily be fantastic, but the sound is really good. It caught the sound pretty dang well for that. It was HD. So at least it's a little better. I got a Fuji as opposed to my old Kodak. The Kodak would have been a total pixelated blur on everyone. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm not entirely proud of the visuals, but at least it came out, and I wanted to post it all for the Monkey fans that are out there. And I enjoyed it. There was a whole gambit of emotions. I was laughing. I was crying. And it was a big multimedia show, too. If you have a chance, I think there's still a handful of dates left for the West Coast. So I don't know if I have any West Coast viewers. California, Washington, and I want to say Nevada. They're going to show up there some more. So on with this, I guess. Speaking of that, I found Monkees Go Mod in the paperback. Only $3 for this yesterday, from 1967. Various stories and pictures really neat stuff, to tell you the truth. It was, the condition on this thing is okay, nothing fantastic. But I happened to show up there when this guy brought in a bunch of 45s that he was going to put into his booth. So I looked through all of them, and there wasn't anything too fantastic, except I was able to get a Paul Revere one. Hey, Ronnie, I had a dream. I don't have this one, but now I do on Columbia. Yeah, it's got somebody's little sticker that they wrote on it. But this is the one that was really cool for me, okay? Maybe it's not worth a heck of a lot, but I've never seen this one before. Wild Thing by the Trogs. Japanese. Yeah, it's Philips Hi-Fi Stereo in a Japanese pressing. The condition on this sucker here needs a slight cleaning. I want to say VG+. That's what I want to say for that one. So that was really beautiful. So I'm like, okay, those were $1 a piece. Not too shabby, for me anyway, okay? Then we got to, somebody dumped at the local Goodwill a bunch of early 60s comedy albums. Bob Newhart, okay? Same to You, Fella. That's the name of it. And, of course, Warner's got on here, the world's bestseller of comedy albums. And, of course, these are the old schools. These are near mint to mint condition, every one of these. I know, because you know what? With comedy albums, you probably only play them once or twice and then put them away for a year or two. This one here, of course, classic, The Button-Down Mind Strikes Back. I would love to see Bob Newhart live. I know he still does some shows on occasion. Like I said, beautiful old school Warner. Alan Sherman, My Son the Folk Singer. Yes. Also, old school Warner. Let's see here a minute. Excuse me. Okay. And then it went different. I never seen Swinging Medallions' Double Shot album. I know. On Smash. Stereo pressing. The condition? Why is there a piece of glitter? It needs some cleaning. I want to say a VG Plus on this sucker. There is some light scratches. But still, like I said, I've never seen this before. Here's the front. Here's the back. Okay? Tells the whole story of all of them. Then there was some mint condition 80s releases. Nina's 99 Luftballons. I didn't have this. I can't really stand this song, but I got an 80s collection, and so this'll go fine with me. One side's American, one side is in German. So, like I said here, this one is, dang it, mint condition on the Blue Label Epic. Also, I didn't have this in my collection for the longest time. Stray Cats Built for Speed on nice EMI America, mint condition for those two. And then, let's see here, I came across a different dirt mall. Let me organize things here. Gene Pitney's Big 16 on Musicore. I've been finding a lot of different Gene Pitneys lately, and that's kind of cool. I like his work. Of course, this is mint condition on the Musicore label. This one I didn't have in my Procol Harum collection. I thought I did. I was wrong. Procol Harum Live with the Edmonton Symphony Orchestra and the DeCamera Singers. All right. Cool stuff here on this one. Of course, well, unfortunately, Robin Trower's not on this. You got Dave Ball, of course, on this release. I'm not going to pull this out. It's hard to get that out. But it is Brown Label A&M on that one. Now, here's one for you. You just never know what you're going to find anywhere you go to troll for vinyl. You know, you're digging, you're strolling, you're crate digging. And then this thing, I almost missed it. Almost. But I cracked up because, all right, look, I'm going to be 46 in September, okay? I'm no youngster. I'm no spring chicken. I'm middle age. So I remember a lot of things that maybe I shouldn't for my time frame, okay? I used to watch a lot of old television. back when I was younger, courtesy of PBS and well, reruns from other things, okay? So maybe I shouldn't even know who this is. There are certain people out there, though, that are going to know who this is the minute I show this, okay? I normally don't collect old school gospel records, all right? But this one here just really stood out as soon as I saw this. It says, Children's Bible Story Time, Jimmy Dodd. Now this one here, dang it, is it freezing up here, guys? It's recording. I don't know. I hate gremlins. I hope this will come through. If not, we'll show it again in another episode. But Jimmy Dodd here, Children's Bible Story Time. Now, Jimmy Dodd, believe it or not, was a Mouseketeer. He was the lead of the Mouseketeers. See? So, here's the thing. Here was the fun part of all of it. It's autographed. This thing is signed, and it says, I could barely read it, God bless you. I want to say it says, Doris, your friend, Jimmy Dodd. Now, remember, Mickey Mouse Club was before my time. I just happen to barely remember this guy's name, along, obviously, with Annette Funicello and a few others. What was it, Cubby and all the... I can't get it all right. But Jimmy Dodd always stood in as a name for me. Now, if I remember correctly, didn't his brother or something like that play with the Standells? I mean, this is... So maybe that's why I know the connection. But here's the thing. Remember, I just said this was autographed. Now, I figured out that this album came out in 1959. Sometime in 59. And it was signed. Well, I went on Wikipedia to discover that Jimmy Dodd died in November 1964 in Hawaii. So I basically found a 50-year-old signed album for $2. Yeah, that's what I spent, $2 for this thing. And I'm like, oh, to me anyway. I mean, okay, fine, it's not a signed Annette Funicello, which would make it even more beautiful. But this is a friggin' Mouseketeer, okay? So I personally think I did all right for that. But, I mean, you guys know that I find a lot of signed albums from time to time, but this one just really threw me for a loop. I mean, tell me if I'm wrong or not, okay? I mean, I come up with the oddest things down here, it seems like. So I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I'll probably hang on to it for a little while, but I'll find some Disney collector. I will. So, you know what? That's pretty much all I've really got going for today. Next, there's a couple topics I want to talk about over maybe the next show or two. I won't get into those just yet, but it'll just be like verbal topics. Things that have slightly irritated me in regards to the vinyl community. No, I'm not slamming on anybody particular. That's not me. It's issues that have been brought up in the vinyl community, and I'm just kind of getting a little annoyed with certain things. So I want to ask you guys in a forum type thing here. They won't be too long videos, but you know, it'll be question and answer. I'll be asking things. So like I said, the Monkees concert, fantastic. I recommend it. Next concert coming through here, Little River Band is going to be playing next in my town, a few blocks over actually. And yes, before I get some of the technical people, yes, I realize none of the original members are in this band. The closest is Wayne Nelson, who's joined in 1980, and he's the one that has been keeping the band going. He used to be the bass player, and now he's the singer, okay? The guitar player that joined in like 82, he's the one that holds the name. That's going to be another episode we're going to talk about, is different rights things. Weird. So that'll be coming up, and then the next day, Exile will be coming to play at a high school performing arts center So I may actually attend both those shows. I hope to win at least some tickets for those things. And then Black Oak, Arkansas is coming to Arkansas again in October. Doobie Brothers in November. That is going to be hopefully the rest of the year's concert calendar. I don't really see anybody else in my little line of vision, but that would hopefully be nice. Maybe I can make some more videos. Like I said, if you like the Monkees, I will be posting more concert vids. I only have 3 of them up at this point, but that's as far as I'm going to post everything. It's going to be like 20 plus songs, probably over the next week or 2. But at least you guys got a little taste right now. Like I said, it's better sonically than it is visually, but still, I did the best I could with the equipment I had. So everybody take care. God bless. Rock on. Keep crate digging to your heart's content, people. And, if you care to leave comments, so be it. Till next week.